Let's kick off our Chatbot UI by setting up a new file in Visual Studio Code, name it chatbot.ui.py, and then we'll add the necessary Streamlit libraries to build our interface. For convenience, we're also reusing the classes and functions from our previous chatbot tutorial like chat.py, ingest.py, and models.py. We'll import chat.py at the top of the file so we can pull in functionality without needing to copy-paste code. Our app is empty for now, but we can easily run it by opening an integrated terminal and entering Streamlit run chatbot.ui.py. This command opens up an app in a new browser window. Since there's no code yet, it will just show a blank page. Let's keep the browser and editor side by side so we can see updates live as we code. Let's start by importing Streamlit. We'll type import Streamlit as st. Then we'll add some essentials like setting the page title, icon, and a few parameters for our layout. Once we save and refresh, our page title should update. Let's add a header to the page. Something simple like my chatbot UI. Now, when we refresh, we'll see that the page title has been updated and we're on our way. For the chat messages, we'll set up a container to hold them, define some constants like height for the messages and other UI details. After saving, we should see a chat area ready to hold our conversation. Next, we'll add chat input box. For this, we'll import the chat logic from retrieval chain in our previous chatbot code. This will handle the conversation without needing to rewrite the logic. We'll call this retrieval chain every time the user sends a message. Let's create a utility function to handle messages. It'll use the retrieval chain to get responses and then add them to the session state. This way, we're storing the conversation history so we can easily display it in the chat container. We'll also set up a check for the session state. If it's empty, we'll initialize it with an empty conversation history. Finally, we'll add the input box to our app where users can enter questions, and when they press enter, the chatbot will respond. Once we save and refresh, we should see the input box and the button. Try typing hi and watching the chatbot respond. As you interact, you'll notice some nice touches. For instance, while the bot is generating a response, the input area grays out, and the conversation container has a scroll bar to keep the layout tidy. And because the layout is responsive, resizing the window adjusts everything smoothly. Our chatbot is coming together. In the next step, we'll add a file upload feature so users can upload PDFs to the chatbot and start the analysis process. Let's enhance our chatbot UI by adding support for uploading PDF files. Here's the plan. We'll start by adding a two-layout column. In the first column, we'll display the header, and in the second, we'll add a button. Next, we'll need to create a toggle clicked function to handle button clicks. This will track the button state using a session state.clicked variable. We'll initialize it first, then set it to track the toggle state so we know when users are clicking to open or close the upload section. Now let's add some logic to the button. When the button is clicked, a file uploader will appear, allowing users to upload one or more PDF files. These files will be saved in a data folder where we'll clear out any previous uploads and ensure that it's ready for processing. Save your file, refresh the page, and voila, we have a working solution. Click and browse files will open your file system. Pick any sample PDF. Let's use our Dolphin example. After selecting it, the file will immediately be added to the data folder, and then we can check that our ingestion script picks it up for processing. Open your terminal in VS Code. This will run our Streamlit app, but let's also open a new terminal to start the ingestion script. Navigate to the project folder, activate your environment, and run python ingest.py. This script will monitor the data folder, process any new files, and add them to the vector store for querying. With our PDF uploaded and processed, let's test it. Go back to the chatbot and ask a question like, are there dolphins in Lake Tahoe? Our bot should respond with information from the PDF file. Ask other questions like visitor stats or dolphin characteristics and check out the accuracy. It's a great way to confirm that everything is working. In this tutorial, we've created a user-friendly PDF upload feature integrated into our chatbot UI and set up an ingestion pipeline to handle and process these files in real time. The PDF content is now accessible for conversation, ready to be used in our chatbot Q&A. It's responsive, so resizing the window will keep everything looking sharp. Thanks for following along and happy coding. That's it for today. I hope this was a good investment of your time and you learned something new. If you like this kind of content, please consider sharing, liking, and subscribing to this channel for future updates. Thank you for watching.